am I? Who am I? Why do they want to kill me? Can't remember anything except 2 words. Coronet blue. Coronet blue.
Coronet blue, coronet blue. Deep down inside my brain, I keep hearing that wild refrain. Coronet blue, no other blue. I know that this must be the thing that can set me free. For I was born just yesterday, lonely as the misty river. Always I'm moving like the river. If I linger, I'll die. And so I go my lonely way. Every journey filled with danger, even to myself a stranger, wondering who am I.
That's where a busboy comes to work in the morning?
It's my day off, remember?
Where'd you swipe it?
I didn't swipe it. I'm apartment sitting for 3 weeks. It goes with the deal.
Oh, yeah. Your rich friend,
Herbert.
Herbert, yeah.
Why don't you hop in? I'll take you for a little spin.
Well, who's gonna watch the store?
Play your cards right, Max. I might even invite you up to my duplex apartment.
Michael, you're such a prince. You make me nauseous. Let me take off that stupid hat.
Sportif. Goes with the car. Max.
Oh, yeah. Payday. All right. There you go. Live a little. Buy yourself a tank of gas.
Max, that's the way it is. Some of us get and some of us don't.
Like I said, nauseous.
Huh? Silk sheets and stereo.
Okay.
See you around, cousin.
Gray beard! Well, what do you know? The prince of the silken sheets still has reflexes, huh?
Look, Max, it's not funny.
Get your head out of the clouds, kid. There's still some graybeard around trying to knock you off. And the next time I give her the high sign graybeard, it might be for real. Flashing around this open car here makes you the prettiest sitting duck in the carnival.
I think so.
Tell you what you do. You leave the car here. I'll drive it back to your duplex for you. Well, come on. It's for your own good, Mike. Give me the hat and gloves. Come on. Gloves. Come on, you take a walk, Mike. Take a walk. It's healthier.
Funny thing is, I think you're right. I still wish you'd let me take you to a hospital. I'm no expert on this sort of thing.
Ah, well, I promise not to sue for malpractice.
I'm sure they could have got a doctor to come to your hotel.
Oh, well, I much prefer the charm of your apartment to the sterility of my hotel room. Gently but firmly, Mr. Alden, twice around. I also prefer your admirable lack of curiosity.
Oh, it's too tight?
A little. I, on the other hand, am burning with curiosity.
About, what, Mr. Smith?
You ask an utter stranger into your home, a man who gives you the improbable name of John Smith, as someone who's obviously avoiding contact with doctors, police, and even his own hotel room, and yet you ask him nothing.
You were almost killed because of me. I don't want to know anything else.
You were being shot at?
Yes.
By whom, may I ask?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
It's true. I don't know who or why, and if you really want to roll on the floor, I don't know who I am.
Well, loss of memory must pay very well these days.
Oh, it's not mine, Mr. Smith. It's a friend's. I'm taking care of it for him. I'm a sort of caretaker. Watch out for your ash.
Oh.
I'll get you a shirt so you can get out of here.
Mr. Alden, I've decided to be honest with you. The reason I can't go to a doctor or to the police is that I'm in this country illegally.
I don't want to be involved, so don't tell me anything else, please.
Now, one moment, Mr. Alden. I hate to deprive you of the privilege, but those shots were fired at me.
And you?
Yes. Have you ever heard of Santa Toledo?
It's an island, isn't it?
It's a Caribbean island. It's been my home for 25 years, and it's also been a dictatorship for the last 10.
Oh, I get it. The agents of the dictator followed you to New York and tried to knock you off. Come on, I'll get you a shirt. That ought to do it.
My name, of course, is not John Smith. It's Roger Crowell.
Might be a little big in the collar.
The name means nothing to you?
You're forgetting the big joke. Amnesia.
Let me explain.
Don't explain, Mr. Crowell, or whatever your name is. Take the shirt, put it on, and go have dinner. That's what I'd do.
But I can't go back there.
And if I were you, I'd see a doctor first thing in the morning.
No, listen to me. Please listen to me. I've spent the last 10 years fighting them every way I could. Finally, they sent me to prison. 2 weeks ago, I escaped to this country with the aid of some friends. Secretly, I thought, well, obviously I was unsuccessful because they were waiting for me near the hotel. They're probably still there now.
What happened to your friends?
I lost contact with them. I've been trying to... Look, I wouldn't be burdening you with this now if there was any other way. Look, all I'm asking is for one night.
Okay. Okay. TV dinner for 2.
It's an island run by a character named Ortiz. Generalissimo Ramon Ortiz.
What's he like?
Oh, well, Batista, Ortiz, Trujillo, they're all the same, uniform murderers. Hey, 50 pounds of mocha in one day. How about that?
Did you ever hear of a man named Crowell in connection with Santa Toledo? Roger Crowell?
Why are you so interested in all this? What, are you writing a book or something?
No, I'm reading one. What about Crowell?
Crowell. I think he was, he was an Englishman. Yeah, that's right. He settled down there, married a local girl, and, he was the publisher of the liberal newspaper.
So, what happened?
Well, when Ortiz took over, Crowell kept fighting him, writing editorials, political stuff. He was quite a guy.
What do you mean, was?
Well, you know how it is in those countries. He went underground. 5 years later, they dug him up, tossed him in prison, made like page 6 of the Times. Boom, boom, boom. All over. He's probably dead by now.
Well, thanks for the history lesson.
Don't mention it. Hey, how's the apartment?
Crowded.
Oh, so he didn't desert me after all.
I've been shopping.
And checking references, too, I imagine. Did I pass?
With flying colors.
I'd like you to look at this photo.
Now, look, Mr. Crowell, I'm not getting involved.
I merely asked you to look at a snap.
I meant what I said.
Lovely girl, isn't she? My daughter Maggie. She was mailed to be in prison. The only thing I salvaged.
Where is she now?
In Windsor College, Connecticut. She was sent out of Santa Toledo when she was 9 years old. I haven't seen her since. General Ortiz killed her mother.
I'm sorry.
Inez was only one of thousands who resisted him. Ordinary people like my wife slaughtered. So you want to strike back? I said just now that I couldn't go to the police because I'd be deported. Well, it isn't strictly true. I'm sure I could stay in this country as a political refugee, but I would have to agree not to fight General Ortiz. I couldn't do that, Michael, and I never will.
And if you don't agree, you'll be sent back.
Well, I'm being back in any case soon, underground, after I've seen my daughter. Will you help me?
How?
Well, you see, she was the only reason for my coming to New York. But now they know I'm here, it's going to be much more difficult than I thought.
Why?
Well, if you were General Ortiz and you wanted to find me, what would you do?
I guess I'd have your daughter watched.
Precisely. It's dangerous for her as well as for myself. But if I were to phone her and tell her to expect a visit from a young man who would take her out on a date.
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, they might not suspect someone of her own age. Now, you could bring her back here.
I wish I could help, but I can't.
But it'll only take 2 hours. You can be there and back by...
I'm sorry. I understand your problem. I sympathize. There's too much going on in my own life right now. I can't afford to get involved.
This is our only chance. General Ortiz didn't kill me yesterday. He may tomorrow. Or the day after. Well, she hasn't seen me in 10 years. 10 years. We may never get another chance. Please help us, Michael.
Crowell?
Yes?
I'm Michael Alden.
Yes, Mr. Alden?
Michael Alden.
Well, it's a lovely name, but I have a philosophy lecture in 5 minutes, and I have to change.
I'm the man your father phoned about.
Bad try.
Wait, please, wait.
Mr. Alden, I haven't spoken to my father in 5 years, so I think you better find another girl.
He said he'd phone as soon as I left.
And another sense of humor. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Now, look. Wait a minute. Is this you, or isn't it?
Where did you get that? Still no answer?
Mm-mm. Drink your soda. How was the philosophy lecture?
I didn't pay much attention to philosophy. Michael, how sure are you that you and Father weren't followed back to your apartment?
Pretty sure.
Pretty sure isn't good enough.
Aye. We're supposed to be on a picnic. Drink your soda. Smile. Your father seemed pretty indestructible to me.
Nobody's indestructible. I learned that a long time ago.
Smile. Remember? Look, as long as I'm involved in this, I'm going to do it right. Have a picnic and a tour of the campus, and then a long ride in the country.
I suppose you're right. It's just that I know how badly General Ortiz wants my father.
And you also know that we might have an audience. May I call you by your first name?
Sure.
Maggie. And let's make it look real. Oedipus complex number 4. That must be Oedipus complex number 3. Makes you wonder.
Michael,
Relax.
Michael, I think we ought to call off the rest of the tour.
He didn't want to take the chance of answering the phone, so it makes sense.
Not as much sense as if we get back to New York as quickly as we can.
With an escort?
I think we have to take that chance.
I don't. So we'll continue the tour. We'll go to the assembly hall, then the gymnasium, the swimming pool, and after that, someplace really exciting like the library. Then we'll get back. Introduction to modern philosophy. This where you bone up on that course you're taking?
I had a course in survival, too, from my father, and I don't think he'd expect...
Shh. It's a library, remember?
You're trying to find out if we're being followed. Fine.
Look at books, Maggie.
Look, in an emergency situation, you have to take shortcuts.
Sure, but a few more minutes won't make any difference. Don't look up, Maggie.
What is it?
We weren't the only ones interested in Oedipus complex number 4. Let's go now, very slowly. Watched pot never boils. That's my original thought for tonight. Once you come away from the window, sit down.
Michael, why isn't he here?
I don't know. Why don't you call your friend again?
I just did, no answer.
So, we wait. Pour the coffee. What's your preference? Beethoven? Bach? Beatles?
The rain always reminds me of him. Last memory I had of my father was his smile as he helped me on the plane. But his eyes were full of tears.
Maggie, all the staring out that window isn't going to do as much good as one phone call to the police.
But he told you he'd be deported.
Only if he wouldn't accept the conditions of asylum.
Well, he'll never do that. I haven't seen my father for 10 years, but I know what he's like. He's not a strong man, Michael. If you told him he was heroic, he'd probably smile at you. He believes in fighting for the things that are important to him. And he'll never give that up, never.
All right, fine. So we listen to music, drink our coffee, eat our sandwiches, and wait for him to come back.
Michael, he's a citizen of Santo Toledo. If he's taken back by General Ortiz thugs or sent back by the State Department, the end is still the same. We'd be condemning him to death. You see, I can't call the police.
Keep the coffee hot.
What are you going to do?
What do you want me to do?
The day he was shot, he came out of a large gray building on Park Avenue near 93rd Street.
I don't know the name of the hotel, so I can't phone them, but I know where it is. If you go, and they're still looking for you, they might recognize you.
You don't have to, you know.
What? And be drummed out of the Cloak and Dagger Society? Play the stereo. And keep the door locked.
And his name is John Smith?
Yes.
Quite sure.
What? All I can tell you is...
All right, my friend, all right. At convention time, you know, we have a run on John Smiths, but not today, I'm sorry.
He's an Englishman, about 45.
Well, that would be no help. Why don't I check reservations? It'll only take a moment.
Paging Mr. Gallagher. Paging Mr. Gallagher. Paging Mr. Gallagher.
Hey, why don't you try Crowell? Roger Crowell.
Crowell?
Yes. Yes.
He's a friend of your father's, too.
Yes.
And what name does he go under? Jones?
Crowell. Just Crowell.
Oh, Crowell. Just Crowell. He is a brave one, isn't he? No, I'm afraid I don't see him either. Are you sure you've got the right hotel?
Maybe not. Thanks very much. Maggie, he could have used any name. John Smith, Roger Crowell, Edwin Wallowitz. I don't know. I just couldn't hang around asking any more questions.
There must be something we can do.
Yes, call the police.
But I've told you that...
Wait. Take it
Probably
easy.
my...
Shh. Take it easy. inside, please.
Who is it?
Roll.
Sujétalo bien. What's your name?
John Smith.
I asked you your name.
Tell you the truth, I don't know. I've been trying to find out.
What do you know about Roger Crowell?
Never heard of him.
Carlos.
What are you gonna do, break my arm?
Yes, if necessary, yes. You have been inquiring about Roger Crowell. Why?
Because I'm some kind of a nut.
Carlos, let me assure you, we are taking this thing very, very serious.
I told you, I don't know anything about him.
Raoul! Raoul!
Maggie!
I've been trying to reach you for hours.
Is that your friend?
Yes, Michael. Raoul Estrada. The one I've been trying to contact. One of my father's greatest friends.
Well, I would like to meet one of his greatest enemies.
He gave you this?
Yes?
Raoul, how much hope is there?
Oh, I don't know. He escaped, and we brought him to Florida. That much we managed. Then trouble started. One of our people was killed, and your father disappeared.
You mean you didn't even know he was here in New York?
No, not until your friend inquired at the hotel. I hope you understand, Mr. Alden, that we were concerned only for his safety.
Wish you'd tell my landlord that. Look at this. Supposed to be taking care of this place.
I'm sorry.
General Ortiz has agents everywhere, Michael. Even here in New York.
Yes. They know how important Roger Crowell is to our cause. I am sure they have orders to capture him or silence him.
Well, I'm just an innocent bystander. From now on, I'll be happy to let you take over.
What do you think you can do to find him?
Oh, many things. There are many sympathizers of us in this city. You know that. And they will help.
Unless he's already on his way back to Santo Toledo.
Well, that is a risk your father has always known. And so have you, Maggie. But if he is here in this city, we will locate him. You'll see. You'll see your father. Perhaps tonight, perhaps tomorrow, I will call you. Vamos, Carlos.
Sí, vámonos.
Gracias. And Maggie, you stay right here until you hear from me.
All right.
That's with your permission, of course.
Sure. She can stay.
Good. And don't worry. Well, many thanks again, and my apologies.
Adios. I have been beaten, knocked around, and chased, but this is the only part of the action that makes some sense.
You know something strange, Michael? Suddenly I'm not worried anymore. I'm even a little bit hungry.
Even for stale sandwiches and cold coffee?
Even for that.
Well, the least I can do is warm up the coffee.
You don't know what a wonderful man Raoul is, Michael. He's been my lifeline to my father. My one link with home. Somehow, I know he's going to find him. 10 long years, Michael. And by tomorrow, it may all be over.
Hey, come here, man. I don't know how to work this stove.
Well, I'll have it cold. I don't want it. Pour it down and make some fresh. Fried eggs all right with you? How'd you like them?
About as hard as that couch.
Oh, Michael, I told you I would have...
Oh, you English, no sense of humor. Go on back to the kitchen. Here. Put these in the bedroom. Go on. Who is it?
You still hiding from the graveyards, kid?
What are you doing up
Hey,
here?
hi, kid. Well, I was on my way to the eye. I thought I'd give you a lift.
Hey.
Well, about this place.
Max, I may be a little late to work this afternoon.
Wow-wee. Oh, ho-ho. Place comes equipped, huh? Mm-hmm.
Okay, Max. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Don't you want to hear the news?
Later, at the eye.
No, George Harris. Philadelphia. Doesn't mean anything to you?
Why should it?
Well, their kid disappeared a while back. He's about your age. Hey, how'd you like to ride down to Philly with me this afternoon? Talk to them.
Great. When?
Well, a little later, as soon as I can get off. I'll let you know. All right?
Thanks, Max. Thanks
Yeah.
a million.
All right, all right. Oh, hey, kid. Say hello to your friend for me.
Who was he?
A great guy, old friend. Have you ever been to Philadelphia?
Nope.
My hometown, maybe. I wonder what it's like. Yes? Speaking. Yeah, she's still here.
Tell Maggie we are very hopeful. No, not yet, but almost any moment. He will be told to come to your apartment late in the day. Be sure Maggie is there.
Yeah, I'll tell her. Right. Maggie, go buy some presents. Your papa's coming back.
Oh! What's your hurry, Mr. Cinderella? It's not the witching hour yet.
As a matter of fact, as soon as I clear the decks in this teenage boite, Max and I are going to hit the open road for Philly you-know-where. And Cinderella might turn out to be a prince.
Oh, I'd sell for the busboy. Hey, listen, Prince. Will you help me with these napkins?
Sure, princess. Sure, you'd settle. So would Max. So would a lot of people. But if you don't mind, I'd like to know who I really am. Bum, busboy, or beatnik.
What's Philadelphia got to do with it?
There's a man there, Mr. George Harris. Might be a relative. Do I look like a Harris?
A what?
Michael Harris. How's that grab you?
Nothing.
Well, try one. Go ahead.
Julius Harris? Marlon Harris? Edgar Harris?
No, listen, I'm serious. I identify with the whole thing. Harris, Philadelphia. Hey, what am I wasting all this time for? Joni, baby, you knock off these dishes and I'll finish up in there, okay?
Oh, but I got all these
Now,
work to do.
Joni.
Hey! Hey, Mike! Like that. Hey, aren't you kind of rushing things? It isn't even noon yet.
The sooner I get done, the sooner we can get out of here to the city of brotherly love. Philadelphia, my hometown.
Hey. Hey, Mike. Cool it, huh? Had some bum leads before.
This is my lucky day. No more cloaks, no more daggers, just you and me and Mr. George Harris, who may turn out to be my proud papa.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a guy named Alden. Michael Alden.
What do you want to see him about?
Now, we found your name and address in his pocket. You know him? How well?
What happened?
I suppose you tell me. Who might want to drag this guy in a hallway and push 4 inches of switchblade into him?
I don't know.
Sensible? How do you make sense out of a nightmare?
Maggie, we are over our heads. These men are professional killers. Now, let me call the police, and this time let me tell them the truth.
No, not yet.
You know,
Hey, Mike.
stubborn thing.
Oh, am I interrupting anything here?
Oh, nothing I can do anything about. Max, Maggie.
Hi. Mike, could I talk to you for a minute?
Why not? Over our heads.
Hey, Mike, how'd you make out with the cops?
It wasn't anything. They just wanted to know if I'd witnessed an accident.
You sure?
Of course I'm sure. I just told you.
Okay. Look, I got everything all cleared up, and I'm set to leave.
Where?
For Philadelphia, for George Harris. I'm set to leave. Hey!
Hey, where are you going?
Back to the apartment to wait for my father.
What makes you think that...
Michael, I have to believe he's coming. If he's not there by the morning, then I'll call the police. Thank you for everything.
So? Are we on our way?
Max, did you ever get your foot caught in a bear trap? Philadelphia will just have to wait. Oh, well. Story of my life. What do you want these?
I'll put them in the bedroom.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
Stay there. It's company. If you want to call the police, I still won't stop you.
Get up, Michael, will you? You're much too heavy.
I didn't know there was anyone here.
All right, that makes two of us. Let's forego the apologies, shall we? Who's here with you?
Only Maggie. Why don't you stay here? We turned the town upside down looking for you.
I don't think that matters too much now, does it?
No. Maggie? Maggie, come here. You don't know how long I've been waiting for this.
All right.
It's your father.
That's not my father.
Hello, Maggie. Nice to see you again. Let's not overdo it. Oh, that's quite enough. Put it down there, please.
All right, but now he's not coming.
Sit down. There's a good lad. You ought to realize by now that I'm a man of infinite patience. Good.
Cheers.
Well, would you believe it, Michael? When Roger Crowell first came to San Toledo, he and I were rather good friends. I used to think of him as an older brother.
How long ago was that?
Oh, ages ago. But when the revolution put General Ortiz in power, I had the good sense not to fight it. And that was the end of our friendship. I'm afraid he got rather stuffy.
You mean he believed in something?
But so did I. Survival and money.
And taking Crowell back to Santa Toledo must pay pretty well.
Precisely.
But he might be killed. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Well, that's a risk we must all take, Maggie. I mean, I might have been killed myself the other day by your father's friends if this fine lad here hadn't come to my rescue. Then I decided to use these same friends to bring your father out of hiding, with you as attractive bait. That is security and survival, Margaret, are the foundations of a successful life. By the way, Michael, be a good lad and take your feet off the table. It might spoil the finish.
You're wasting your time. You're not coming. You never intended to.
Answer it. Go on. Pick it up.
Hello?
Mr. Alden,
Speaking. Who is this?
this is Carlos Sanchez. I want to...
Look, I'm not interested in...
But it is important.
Raul Estrada has been killed.
I've been trying many times to reach you. It is no longer safe for Roger Crowell to come to your apartment.
Well, that's just dandy. We can call the whole thing off then, huh?
At your apartment, yes.
But Senor Crowell will meet his daughter.
He will go to...
No, wait.
What is it? Something's wrong.
No. Nothing at all.
Then listen carefully. It is now 4:30. At 5 o'clock, the coffee house where you work will be crowded. Senor Crowell will go there.
But if there's a...
Tell his daughter, Mr. Alden.
Well, Maggie, you're a lucky girl. You're going to see your father after all.
How are you going to get him out of there?
I expect you to go in and tell Roger that his daughter Maggie is out here waiting for him, which she will be.
Michael, don't do it.
You don't even know what he looks like.
He does. He also has a gun, Michael, so don't be heroic.
Michael, please.
Incidentally, her life is far less valuable to me than Roger's is. Out.
Hey, Mike, what happened? Did you get the day off?
Yeah, you might say. Where's Max?
Okay.
You can't stand here. Let's do a table in the back, okay?
You're really doing it right today. What do you have?
2 espresso. Tell Max I want to talk to him, please.
The way I'm running, good luck, Charlotte.
I know, Ralph. The whole trick is if you want to make good coffee, you got to make it in big batches, like 100 cups at a time, like I do. You know, just take people try to make it small ones. You can't do it. Oh, I got a great table for you way in the back there. There you go. That's it. Hey, hiya, kiddo. Where you been keeping yourself?
Nursing graybeards.
Well, that's all. You folks just take the table by the wall over there, huh? You're a friend of Mike's, huh?
Let go.
We got a lot to talk about, haven't we?
I'm telling you, let go.
What's the matter, Graybeard? Don't you like this place?
Not that way, Mr. Crow. Who are you? Michael Alden, this way.
Where's Maggie? What's happened to her?
I'll get her. You stay here. I mean to call you.
Yeah.
If you'd have been honest with me this afternoon, you'd have saved yourself a pack of trouble.
Oh, Sergeant. He's just a stupid kid.
Yeah. We're loaded with stupid kids.
will go back to school, won't you, Maggie?
Not until I know what happens to you.
I can tell you, the State Department will want me to promise to refrain from all political activity. Then they'll grant me asylum in this country.
All right, Mr. Crowell, let's go.
Daddy, you will make that promise, won't you?
Of course I will. I'll see you very soon, Maggie. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, you happy now?
He's alive, isn't he?
Sure. The place is all busted up. All the customers are gone. Great.
So why don't you close up and take me for that long ride to Philadelphia after you take Maggie back to school?
You gotta be out of your mind. I'll get my coat.
You know what you need? A long ride back to a philosophy lecture. I'll be back, Max. Meanwhile, take a walk. It's healthier.
Coronet blue, coronet blue. Deep down inside my brain, I keep hearing that wild refrain. Coronet blue, no other blue. I know that this must be the thing that can set me free. For I was born just yesterday, lonely as the misty river. Always I'm moving like the river. If I linger, I'll die. And so I go my lonely way, every journey filled with danger. Even to myself, a stranger, wondering who am I? Coronet blue.